In ancient times, there was the legend of Excalibur and Merlin the wizard, and the story of Excalibur as it rose out of the lake, providing unlimited power, unlimited capability to the wizard, but more so to the benefit of the kingdom. We have recently introduced to you unlimited power driven by the moon's rotation around the earth, no different than you cranking that electrical energy generator in third grade. But instead of your arm and the torque of your arm, we're using the gravitational lock of the moon and utilizing the seas and the oceans and the vessels upon it as intricate parts of a generation system so as to produce unlimited power powered by interstellar space itself. Gravitation, conduction, production of kinetic energy, which once you get kinetic energy, you can transform into anything else. Now this is, you'll see this all over the world, floating vessels, floating houses, floating infrastructure on seas, and they all go up and they all go down twice a day. They go up, they go down twice a day. And that is because the moon is like a tractor beam on Earth. It's pulling the oceans up, dropping them down, up and dropping them down. Well, that's no different than a sinusoidal wave that you see in radio, in electrical generation, even the wind. The key is rectifying it mechanically into power that goes into one direction. But because we are using the moon to do this, we now have a power source that doesn't have to wait for the sun to rise or the wind to blow. It's unlimited. Because the torque capacity of this is a gravitational lock of 250,000 miles, that's far more energy than anything necessary to power anything mankind ever needs. And it also allows us to stop the detrimental use of any of the fuels and combustion systems we use on Earth. Now, once this or a ship or anything approaches the shore, once it rests on this dock, it becomes part of the generation system for the shore. And if you take a look at the mass of a nuclear power aircraft carrier, it's about 94,000 tons. That's the torque pressure that would run this particular generator, or any type of generator. It's the torque pressure that makes a difference. Your arm might put 100 pounds of pressure on it, but when you look at 94,000 pounds of torque against an electrical energy generator, you're talking about the mass of that vessel displacing 3, 4, 5 nuclear power stations running at full power. Now, the gear system is pretty simple. You have something that goes up twice a day, okay? But it has to produce enough torque and revolutions so that you get 3,600 cycles per minute of generation torque, and that's easily done 60 times 60 times 60 times 12 hours a day. You can do the math. The math allows you to do it, but just that slow down, that slow up, that slow down, very similar to the way you used to use your bicycles with the 10 speeds and do the little shifting and that sort of thing. that torque is transferred effectively to the generator and right out to the grid. And the thing about that grid is that grid doesn't need to have transmission lines modified for it. It's right there. Nothing has to be done except tie your generation system into the substation. Now, you all are not used to dealing with unlimited power, but this is unlimited electrical power, unlimited hydrogen, unlimited oxygen generation, and you don't have to go through the nuances of, well, is this efficient, that's efficient. You have more power than you could possibly use to do anything. As an example, rather than distilling water the normal way, you simply use electrolysis, transmit the gas, and wherever you end up, you put something like this here that recombines the hydrogen and oxygen together somewhere between 2,000 and 2,500 degrees, allows you to melt anything, but it also allows you to byproduct drinking water. So when you use the moon, and you use third grade science, and you use the Merlin method of assembly, anything is possible that you want to do on Earth.